How's it going, everyone? It's August 22nd, 2023. This is a plum called the Yakima plum. A lot of the lower fruits have been picked already, so down below is not as loaded, but this is basically very similar to all your prune style plums, all the blue type plums like Italian prune, Stanley, bluebird. However, this one is very large, larger than Stanley even, and it ripens a few weeks earlier than Stanley. This is how large it is, and this plum is the most cold hardy European type plum there is. There are other Asian type or Japanese type plums, clingstone type plums like Toka, Titson. There are a few other very cold hardy plums that can grow down to zone 2, I believe, and zone 3. So this is the most cold hardy freestone plum or European style plum that I know of. This is Yakima plum, hardy down to zone 3. Supposedly it's been tested down to zone 3. Let's see what it tastes like. Wow, very sweet. Not too juicy, because this is technically a prune. Free stone. The stone just falls out. Look how big it is. So much meat inside this plum. Look at that. Very tasty. Tastes a lot like Stanley. Very similar, but it just ripens so much sooner. So for cold climates, this is probably definitely a winner based on size and taste. I actually wasn't expecting much. I just heard that this was a cold hardy plum and I planted it. I wasn't expecting it to be so large and so tasty. Wow. These freestone plums are so versatile because the stone just comes out and you can dry them, you can preserve them, can them, eat them fresh. Just so many things you can do with these plums. They're much more versatile than the cling style Asian type plums. Like Beauty, you kind of have to eat them fresh or juice them or do something with them immediately, whereas these can be preserved. You can also rip these open in half. Difficult to do with one hand, but these should rip in half, and then the stone should be free. But it's just so big, it has so much meat. I don't know if you can even dry these in halves. You would almost need to quarter it or something. But really good. Even eating fresh, really good. But it being so early in the season, you can almost dry them out in the sun. Sun dried. Just split them in half or in quarters and lay them out, and that would make nice little dry plums. So on that one, the stone kind of got hung up a little bit. So it's maybe not as free as some of the other prunes, but technically free stone. I think it's similar to Bluebird, where the stone just kind of gets hung up every other one a little bit, a small piece. But that's not really that bad of a characteristic because it's a very large plum and very cold hardy. So that is Yakima plum, guys. It's also very vigorous plum. You're gonna have to keep it trimmed because it will want to grow. When I grafted this thing, it just shot out like 6 feet up. I had to start trimming it immediately. But look at the result. Such nice plums. So that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.